Hey, how's it going, boys? Clappy here, and welcome to my second CD. Now, I realise that CD is a bit of a mere name, but whilst it does stand for comment discussion, it also stands for cross-dressing, so that sealed the deal for me. Initially, I thought of using the same name that I Hate Everything uses, Comment Comeback, but when I thought about the purpose of my content, more specifically the commentary videos, then I realised that discussing the comments and the reception I have received is a much better use of my time. Now, the video I made about Hugbox garnered some questions primarily on the reliability of Noah's accounts on some of the things Carson has done. Now, I understand that none of it is exactly confirmable, but I believe that people haven't really thought about just how unlikely it is that any of this was just some malicious slander. But to address the first argument, some people thought that Noah was using this to save his quote-unquote dying career. Now, something that doesn't make sense to me, and where I see all this just kind of falls apart, is just that if he was doing this to stay relevant, then wouldn't it make some sort of sense for him to, upload? He's uploaded 2 videos in 10 months, one of them being an interview. His stream schedule is practically non-existent, not to mention none of his videos had anything to do with Carson. If Noah were using this as some way to stay relevant, then he's going about this in a very peculiar way. If you believe he is trying to use this to save his career, then please tell me why. I promise I'll make sure people aren't being too disrespectful to you in the replies. Anyway, as for the second argument, this one holds at least some more grounding. People called into attention the reliability of just how accurate some of the information Noah provided was. But something I must ask is, when discussing the intentions of Noah, you must bring some of his friends such as Travis and Cooper into contention. As if you are trying to imagine Noah would lie about such things, then you must wonder why his roommates wouldn't halt or disassociate themselves from him. Especially when considering the stories often always included Travis and Cooper along with some of the other members of what was formerly Lunch Club. To simply say Noah is lying on the basis that his claims sound absurd doesn't really work in this scenario. Also, to say it's to fuel some sort of ego is a bit naive. To begin, regardless of the intentions, if what he says is true, and I see no reason as why it shouldn't be, then we really need to look at Carson with an eyebrow raised. As I said in the previous videos, Noah is an extremely honest man. If you need a bit of reassurance on that, then have a listen to the 00 series on his channel. Not only will it give you a bit of insight into his character and the honesty of this man, but you may learn a few things. I felt it to be extremely interesting. Even though it's like 1.5 hours long, I found it to be quite engaging. If you don't believe him, then you have the full right to, but ask yourself why. Why would he lie, and what would he be trying to get out of it? And then learn a bit more about Noah like I did, and that's the point where it dawned on me. I believe all that he said here to be true. Could it be exaggerated? Sure, little parts of the story could be misremembered, but in my opinion, I believe beyond reasonable doubt that Carson mistreated the people around him. Not just in the way of that one former editor on Twitter calling out Carson for being a terrible boss. Yes, I saw that, and I have nothing to say about it. I want Carson to be a changed man, and I hope to at the very least that that's true, but I do have to consider the problems Carson has caused, and I hope you will too. That's all for today. It's unlikely I'll make another video as the drama is seeming to come to an end, but for now, I'll see you losers next time.